I don't have an intro for this video. So, let me think. Music. I selected 10 projects that I want to share with you. Maybe you've listened to them and you love them. Maybe they slip by you, and I'm hoping that you catch up with them. Listen to these 10 things. I think it'd be cool. That released this year. You don't have to. I'm recommending them to you. They came out this year. Gonna go through them. Going through them in alphabetical order because I couldn't think of a better order. First up, 070 Shake with You Can't Kill Me. This is Shake's sophomore album following Modus Vivendi, which on Modus Vivendi, I liked a lot of singles off that album. I thought Shake was really shaping up to be more of a singles artist. However, this album really captures that album listening experience. Certainly a lot more than Modus Vivendi. I think this album really just it's incredibly consistent across the track list. Really just incredible production as well. The vocal performances aren't crazy, but they're very fitting, and just a lot of really great tracks. I love the album as a whole. I kind of wish that the album as a whole was more album-like, I guess that makes sense. You have tracks that really relate to each other, such as Skin and Bones and Body or Web and Cocoon, but there's no clearly defined story across the track list, which is really all I'm missing from this album, because otherwise just the quality of the music itself I think is incredible. Would highly recommend this new 070 Shake album, You Can't Kill Me. After that, we have a collaboration between Asian Glow and Weather Day called Weather Glow, and this is an EP between the two artists, and their two styles mixed together incredibly well. Asian Glow and Weather Day have been artists that have been kind of separately on my radar for a while now. Weather Day with 2019's Come In, having a couple of really fantastic tracks, and then Asian Glow has had some really great solo work, as well as that split with Paranol and Sonos Tamam Konta last year, which was an absolutely incredible project. On Weather Glow, they come together, they make this, dense, emo, shoegazy mix, and it's kind of short and sweet. I really wish there was more to it, but for what's there, I think it's really great. Definitely check it out if you've listened to one or both of these artists previously, or if you are looking for something new in the laid back and be sad vibes, I think. But like noisy sad, Speaking of laid back and be sad vibes, the next album I would love to recommend to y'all is Beach House with Once Twice Melody. This is a pretty lengthy project from Beach House. Beach House has like some great albums, I would say, but I am not always a fan of their albums as a whole. But Once Twice Melody has like really grown on me. I think that the length allows you to really just sink into it. Lots of the tracks are just very, very slow, very mellow, kind of even more mellow than I think Beach House usually is. And it's grown on me and turned out to be one of my favorite Beach House albums. I think there's a lot of like really catchy tracks. Certainly not like their best work by any means, but I found myself going back to this album a fair amount, honestly, and quite enjoying it. Next up, we have Between Friends with Cutie. Cutie is an EP, the second EP from the brother-sister duo, which I try not to think about too much because it makes some of their music a little weird when you think about the brother-sister thing. Don't worry about it. There's really just a bunch of solid tracks here. It is an EP with like an intro and also an interlude, so it's kind of short. The intro and the interlude I don't think really add like anything to it. Still a lot of great tracks on it. I was jamming out hard to the singles before the EP fully released. Just really kind of been on a Between Friends kick. I love their laid back bedroom pop vibes with really just immaculate production across almost their entire discography so far. I'm really looking forward to if this band can really bring forth like a full effort, full length project, because last year's mixtape was good, but definitely not as pristine as I think a full length from these from this duo could be, and what I'm really looking forward to in the future. But I like Between Friends. They're very chill, easy listening, and it's kind of just a vibe, and it's a vibe that I've been feeling. Check out Between Friends with Cutie. Next up, we have Black Country New Road with Ants from Up There. This is Black Country New Road's sophomore album, coming after For the First Time, their debut of last year, and coming also with some sad news. Isaac Wood, the lead singer, and really been the voice of the band, leaving the band. On this album, I really appreciate the band's shift into a more kind of chamber pop approach to making these wild kind of progressive tracks. I think it really works out across the album. I love, and it fits in well with the album, the kind of soaring nature of a lot of these songs, fitting in with a lot of the themes of the Concord and being ants from up there. Yeah. I don't love the album front to back, but I think there are a few specific tracks which are absolutely incredible, absolutely mind-blowing. Basketball Shoes is one of my favorite songs, certainly of the year, maybe of all time. I would certainly recommend this. I think this is also, while still being weird and experimental, it's a very approachable record. It's not like it's experimenting with sounds that I think anybody is adverse to. Yeah, I would certainly recommend checking out Black Country New Road. Maybe and check out, I think, Ants from Up There before you check out For the First Time, even if you have never listened to Black Country New Road before. Next up is Denzel Curry with Melt My Eyes, See Your Future. Denzel just is an extremely consistent rapper. He's been dropping incredible project after incredible project for years now and shows no sign of stopping, with, I think, Melt My Eyes, See Your Future perhaps being his best project to date. I really appreciate how Denzel ventures into this more dreamy and psychedelic facet of his music. We've seen some more psychedelic tracks in his past, but nothing as consistent across the track list as this. And I think it really works out. I think lots of the instrumentals really just allow Denzel to be there, be present, and I think he's a very compelling lyricist, really, across the project as well. I mean, he's on top of his game, what can I say? Also a great, really, feature list throughout the tracks, really placing features well. Even some features that I would normally hate to see in a track list, I don't mind here. So yeah, I think just an incredible project. Definitely check it out. Next up, we have Digifay with Self-Titled. Digifay is a collaborative project between Galen Tipton and Diana Starshine, who have collaborated on tracks in the past, also under the Recovery Girl name of Galen Tipton. But yeah, this project, I think, does a great job in showcasing both the strengths. It has this fun, bouncy production, lots of catchy lyricism, really just like a fun track list. And if you enjoy their previous collaborations or have listened to the previous collaborations, which I know these two artists aren't extremely popular, but I think you should definitely check it out. There are maybe, I think, some inconsistencies which can pop up across Galen Tipton projects. There's a System of a Down sample, which is maybe a bit more serious than I think what this project was going for. But overall, I still just have a lot of fun listening to this project. I love the production. I love the catchiness. It's been a good time, and I've been really putting this album on repeat since it released. Next up, we have Duster with Together. Duster is a legendary slowcore space rock band. Check out our Stratosphere review. Also just check out Stratosphere. But they were on hiatus, and then they came back and released Self-Titled in 2019, which was not bad, but it wasn't great by any means, I thought. But Together, I think, really just gets Duster back into kind of what makes them Duster. It really just delivers on that kind of relaxed, slowcore, very, very mellow, very well-made instrumentals. I wrote this kind of pretentious line, but I think it makes sense, is that Duster is an exercise in beautiful simplicity, which I think it just really is. I just find myself really gravitating towards this project, enjoying listening. This album does a great job at setting kind of that tone, that very laid back, languid, heavy tone, just very relaxing. Next up, we have Dynastic with I Know There's Something Left for You. Really fan of this project. This project at least is very underscores inspired, but I like underscores, so nothing wrong with that. It's just a super fun blend of emo, hyperpop, and like glitchcore. Although the track list is maybe a little bit inconsistent across its 15 tracks, I think there is enough here for it to be just a fun time overall. There's even some really, really great tracks, I think. Some tracks like Knock It Out of the Park just managed to be super fun, super exciting, and yeah, really, really great project. Finally, the 10th project that I would love to recommend to you is Group Therapy with Truth Be Told. Is a new EP from the hip-hop trio Group Therapy. Honestly, I think Group Therapy finally came into their own on this EP. All three members are there, they're present, they're interesting to listen to. They're, in fact, maybe even more open than on any project. It's a lot more truthful, a lot more therapeutic even than on any of their previous projects. And in addition to, I think, the performances and the lyricism being stepped up, I think the production has stepped up as well. I really enjoy just the fun kind of bouncy production across the album. I think it's Group Therapy's best project yet, and I hope they continue in this positive direction. Those are 10 albums, or not albums. There are 10 projects that have come out this year that I think you should listen to. If you listen to any of them, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you have any projects that you think are great and everybody should listen to that come out this year, leave your thoughts down in the comments below. And as always, please like and subscribe. It helps out the channel. Thank you, and have a good day. Have a good 2022.